guys. Welcome to a Wednesday night Sober Talk, coming to you live from Hilton Head, South Carolina. We were supposed to fly home tomorrow, but apparently there's a heat wave in Louisville, and people aren't able to get in because it's so hot. There's no ice and a lot of ice and stuff. So welcome to Sober Talk. I'm trying something new here. It's a new program, and I think it's kind of cool. Let's see. We got 63 people watching. It's broadcasting out there. Hey guys, welcome to Sober Talk. You're here because you want to get sober. You need to get sober, or perhaps you're just sober curious. Whatever the reason may be, I'm glad you're here. How do you know if you have a drug or drinking problem? It's real easy if it causes problems. If you're like me, you start drinking to deal with problems. And if you're like me, the drinking became a bigger problem than the problems you were trying to deal with. Some people, they lose their wife, their family, their jobs, their careers. They start having health issues. My check liver light came on, and I was getting alcohol-induced cardiomyopathy, having heart issues. And I was breaking my wife's heart because she thought I loved the alcohol more than I did her and the kids, which I did. And that sucks. So anyway, kick back. Let me turn my ringer thing off here. Let me know if you want to go live, and the ticker down there, Carrie, set up. There is a little thing right there. And I think we have Jeff Graham. Jeff Graham, let's see here. Let's see. Jeff, are you there? See what we got. I'm trying to figure out how do I make him come live with me. Here we go. Add this. There's Jeff. Jeff.
Hey, Tom.
You
Tom.
You got to. It's me. Can you hear me, Jeff?
Yeah. Can you hear me? Can you see me?
I can see you, but there's a filter going through your Zoom there. You look like you got a filter on there. You got to turn that off.
I got Carrie here working on it. I'm here live. I'm not a.
Did you get? You're not a cat. You're ready to go, but you're not a cat.
I'm not a cat.
I thought that was precious. We saw that. Carrie and I laughed our asses off all day today. We watched that video that was going viral around it, and she's like, "I'm going to put a cat up and pretend to be Jeff." So Carrie, I'm going to go back to full screen here, if that's okay.
Bye.
Bye.
Meow.
And she's weird. Okay, so. Well, we have a lot to talk about, guys. First of all, we're starting to do these. There's Brian Biggerstaff is here. Brian, let me tell you about Brian Biggerstaff. Brian has been Brian just like Carl. He's always here. He's showing up. We have a lot of people who really, really just live and love Sober Talk Live. And Brian ended up coming to Louisville one Wednesday, went to Cincinnati the same day, showed up in Hilton Head. He did a Saturday morning show with Jeff Graham, came down and did a show with me that night, took me and my daughter out to dinner. This guy, he's the greatest guy in the world. And I feel like, Brian, I had something made for you, and this is the very first official one. I was wanting to give this to you while you were here, but it wasn't done yet. I had to order it and stuff. And you have the very first official Sober Talk T-shirt. And look at that. It says Sober Talk on it. And if this is a little big, it's 100% cotton. It will shrink, and you can dry it a couple times. Just for the record, Carrie and Jeff told me not to do that. No, Brian's busting my chops all the time. I can mess with him. So, wow, it has been, I had my day started out really, really rough this morning. So let's just say this. We had a lady who, from out West, emailed us and said, "Hey, can you call me? I have to get sober. I got to get off the drugs." Very, very professional lady. Had a son, 17, getting ready to turn 18, like April 1st or something like that. And she said, "I have got to get help." Here's the deal. We don't care if you have a job, if you're homeless, if you got private pay insurance, whatever. We are going to find the right home for you. so I had talked to my sponsor, who also is very, very, as you guys know, James Sweezy, owns 3 facilities. He's like, yeah, I gave him the answer. He's like, yeah, okay, well, I can do this. She can do this. She can go here. She can do that. And she's like, look, I'm kind of fading. Let's talk in the morning. That's all right. Well, James will call you in the morning. So James called next morning. She didn't answer. He called her again. That's all right. Well, maybe she's sleeping something off. And I reached out to her like 3 in the afternoon, 3:30, I think it was. And I said, hey, are you okay? And she said, not cool. You're harassing me. And I'm like, what? She said, if you text me one more time, I'm taking legal action against you. So here's a lady who had lost part of her family, gets drug tested. When the drugs, she's not getting drug tested right now because of the virus, the pandemic, the corona. But when time comes, here in a month or so, when she has to go back to work, I'm saying you can't quit cold turkey, and you're going to get dope sick, and you're going to try to work in your office being dope sick, just trying to help out. Bottom line, guys, if you don't believe in yourself enough to give yourself 7 days detox, 45 days rehab, I mean, come on. I don't believe in yourself enough. If you don't love your family enough to give them a month and a half to get your crap together and to get sober and get this poison out of your system, I don't. So, I mean, damn if I do, damn if I don't. I have someone I didn't call back after like 2 months of trying to get this person. This is like a month ago. They're saying, I'm going to commit suicide. It's your problem. I'm like, okay, so now I got to pay attention to people who are, and no, I am not some guy with 25 years of sobriety who's who's like preaching the good word. And, and I don't have all the answers. I'm some drunk who's holding myself accountable, by being live and having my little family here. We got 198 people here. By the end of the night, we'll have 15,000 people who have watched this episode of Sober Talk. And so I just there's Catherine Card. Catherine sent me. She said, "Dope sick sucks." Catherine sent me a great email today, and Catherine, I won't say it out loud, but I'm glad you're doing well. If you want me to tell your story, I will, but I'll wait till you text me on the sober cell 502-396-8374. You guys, we're just guys trying to, me and Jeff, I'm pushing 7 months. Jeff just hit a year, and we're just trying to keep our crap together. And boy, we don't need to be treated like crap. And I get it. It's the addiction. That lady's addiction was telling her, but at the end of the day, it's like, do you not love your family enough to take a month? You're not going to lose. I'm going to lose my job. No, you're going to lose your life. You're going to lose your wife and kids. You're going to lose your husband or whatever it may be. You're going to lose your career. If you go to your job and go, I have an issue, I have to deal with it, 99.9% of the times, they're like, we are so happy for you. Do whatever you have to do. So anyway, we're here to help. And let's call this number here. Let's see what we got. This is Catherine. Let's call Catherine up. And she just told me to call her. So I'm going to call Catherine Card. And we had her on the show a couple of months ago. And let's see what she has to say. She has some big stuff happen to her, and she's been part of the Sober Talk community for a little bit. And so let's just check it out.
Everybody.
How you doing? Hey, Catherine, how are you?
I'm doing all right. I'm hanging in there. The withdrawals, I'm going to let you guys know the feeling on the back. I was drinking up to 30 ounces or more of Jim Beam whiskey.
This is a night. 30 ounces of Jim Beam a night. Okay.
Correct. And I slowly cut that out because I cannot afford to get sick in Florida for detox.
Right.
But that's a different story.
So we reached out to you a couple of months ago, and we found out. Can I talk about this? Okay, are you okay with me?
Yeah, you can share. You can share. That's fine.
So you needed help. You told us, and you had Medicare, Medicaid, or something. James Sweezy found an incredible facility for you in Florida. And we heard good things about, and he's like, Tom, this is a beautiful place. You couldn't go because you were worried about a flight. You're worried about your addiction was worried about a flight. Your addiction was worried about the COVID. And we're like, no, it's not so right there. It's pretty wild. I think you're safe down there. Anyway, you didn't go regardless what the reason. And now did you have a stroke? Are you in the hospital? Are you still in the hospital? What happened?
Yes, I had a stroke. What is today? Wednesday, in the middle of Monday night and Tuesday. One of the signs that I want to share to people with alcohol withdrawals, alcohol telling you that your body's going through stroke and stuff like that, is when you stand up and you piss the floor involuntarily and your arms go limp.
So Catherine just said, she said, if you drink like she did and you have a stroke, you're going to get up, you're going to lose control, you're going to urinate all over the place, and your arms are going to go limp. So, and that's why, I guess someone called 911 and took you to a hospital. Are you there, Catherine?
Yeah, I'm here.
So someone called 911 and you end up going to the hospital, I guess?
I ended up calling 911 myself because I can't drive.
Right. So where are we at now? Are they recommending that you quit drinking, the doctors?
Yes.
Okay. Well,
yes,
of course.
Bad enough. Here's how much I drank on Tuesday night. Monday night. To me, I remember drinking 3 8-ounce things of whiskey bourbon and went to sleep. Well, I get my blood work done. No effing lie. 2 times the legal limit. It was at 0.197.
Jeez.
And it made my check liver light come on.
Your check liver light, yeah. I use that joke in my act. Hey, Jeff Allen, everybody, brother, the struggle is real. Is that the same Jeff Allen that I know that is a comedian? All right, Catherine, I want to read this here. This is Rudy Flores. She says, hello, Tom Mabe. He said, I have to say that I love the fact that you don't just create comedy, but you also inspire us to find the right path to a sober life. I'm ready for a change. I've been ready. I just don't know how or where to start. Any suggestions? A ton of suggestions there, Rudy. Text me 502-396-8374. I will call you off the air or call you on the air. But right now we have Catherine on the phone. Yes, go ahead, Catherine. You got the floor.
I want to add to the audience that's listening. Tom's no joke. When he says he's willing to help, and James Sweezy wants to help, anybody that's a host of Sober Talk Live, listen to them because they know their stuff. I'm 38 years old. I'm a hard ass bitch. Didn't listen. And here I am in a hospital because I did not listen. Thank you for James. Thank you for Tom and the other hosts that you have, because
I forget his name, but he seems like a, yeah. No, you're
talking about, I'm now forced.
Jeff Graham. So, but
I'm now forced to it because
you're forced to, and I could tell you're. Let me ask you something. I'm not trying to be mean here. Your speech is.
I'm scared.
Your speech, okay, you're scared. Your speech seems a tad different than the last time we spoke. Is part of your face kind of like numb right now or paralyzed?
No, it's just my left leg and left foot.
Okay. So,
I caught it at the early stage. Luckily, it was a mini, but still.
Listen, we can get, when you get out of this, you right now, you're in the hospital. You're not wanting to drink. When you get out, you are going to want to drink. We can
actually, no, I'm not going to want to drink.
Okay, well, you still need help. And
I'm putting my foot down. No drink.
All right, but that's easy.
Even though I'm dealing with these withdrawals, it sucks. But they said if you can tolerate it for a few more days, then you can get it.
But getting, like I say, being alcohol free is one thing. Being alcohol free and cured and happy is another thing. So we got to figure out, why are you drinking? What can you let go in your past? What kind of trauma or abandonment did you have as a child that makes you need to drink 30 ounces of Jim Beam a night? So we can.
The loss of my mom is one of them for sure. Okay. And I was told from somebody in this hospital that I'm better off to get rid of my fiance as well.
Well, I don't want to talk about that part, but if you want to get help, we can get you back down to Florida and help you, because drinking is just a symptom of the issue. You're restless, irritable, discontent. So let's watch this closely. First of all, recover from the stroke. Get your, how long have you not, how long have you been in the hospital? How long since you had a drink?
I'm on day 3 of no drink.
Okay. Well, that's, it's, I want to talk with you when you're on day 90. And that's just not going, you're not going to fix, I used to quit drinking when I get, the chicken pox or I get the flu or something. And then all of a sudden, I'm feeling better. I'm like, I need a drink. It doesn't stay away. You got to fix your head. So, well, man, I'm happy you made it to the hospital. And, that is just, and let's see, I want to post this. This is Kalea. She said that she has, let's see, she, when I
And I've
experienced,
noticed one of the side effects that I'm dealing with is complete urination a lot, because my body's trying to say, hey, I'm trying to get rid of all the bad detoxins that you put into me for the last 6 years.
is that incognizance? Are you, if I'm saying that word right, I'm sorry, but are you able to control your urination now, or are you still wetting yourself?
I mean, I'm occasionally wetting myself, but
Mhm.
I'm actually able to get up and use the restroom.
Well,
But it's still quite a lot.
I've known people who we try to help, and now they're in a wheelchair and they can't move half their mouth, and you can't understand what they're saying. Larry Flint died tonight. Larry Flint just died. He had a stroke from alcohol use and drug use. Let me retract from that. I don't know if that's the reason. No, he got shot. My bad. But a lot of people will have a stroke from alcohol and drugs. And do they think that your alcoholism contributed to your stroke?
Man.
Do what?
But yeah, once I get out of here, Tom, I will definitely reach out to you.
Okay.
If my fiance is not supportive of me going to a place to help me, fuck him. He's gone.
All right. There you go. Folks, you heard it. She said if her fiance doesn't support her getting help, well, you may be in. You'll have to make some decisions there. Well, hey, I love you. I want to see you get through this, and please do. Don't die from this.
I won't. I'm going to be strong, Tom, and I love you too.
All right,
Thank you for the help.
All right, we'll talk to you soon. See you, Catherine.
All right. Bye-bye.
That is Catherine Card. We got her in a facility a month and a half ago. I turned her into my personal sponsor, my dear friend James Sweezy. She had an insurance issue, but he found a place for her in Florida that was top notch, and got her in. And said, and she said, I can't afford a plane ticket. And we found this company that would do like I don't know what you call it, but they made a donation of a flight to get her there. And then she said, no, I don't want to, well, no, not with COVID. I don't want to go with COVID. And, excuses. And then she had a stroke. She's in the hospital now. And there you have it, guys. You don't get better from this. It just doesn't get, you just don't all of a sudden you're cured or anything. So, all right, let's go back to our next caller. This is people are giving us call me. Let's see here. This is, let's give Jay a call. And sorry for getting a little emotional up on top there. When someone tells me they're going to take legal actions on me because I text them, they did not remember the call we had the night before. And I spent so much time working with James, trying to get this person. I think the deal is, I've learned from this. We're just not going. We're going to text the next morning, and if you forgot about the call the night before, you'll remember it. We'll be here when you're ready. But I don't know. Here we go. It works. You need to make it work. I spent several years figuring it up at the work. Hey, Jay, it's Tom Mabe with Sober Talk. How you doing, brother?
How the heck are you?
I'm well. What's your story, man? What's happening?
Well, honestly, I'm doing pretty well. I just have a lot of friends who are struggling, and so I listen to your stuff sometimes. And of course, I love your comedy.
Thank you. Thank you. Maybe you could turn your phone or your computer down because I'm hearing you and the stuff in the background.
How's that? Is that better?
I think so. Well, thanks for the kind words. But you say you got friends. I think we all have friends who's struggling with some addiction and or alcoholism, drug addiction, whatever. Any catastrophes or people? Do they seem to be like they want to get help, or what's going on with that?
Well, I mean, honestly, catastrophes in their eyes are not the same as others. So, yeah, a couple of them are pretty bad off, but I don't think they really want help.
Do they have family? Do they have like
Uh,
wife and kids, or husbands or whatever?
well, one of the guys has alienated his whole family. He never got married, but he stole from his parents and his sister, credit card fraud.
I get it.
And
Yeah, I see a lot of that, right? When the drug.
and he's I guess 56 years old. Never had a home. Only had a car one time in his whole life for like 3 months.
Wow.
And constantly in fights, getting in trouble with the police, etc.
Yeah, it's it comes down to you love the booze more than your health. You love the booze more than your family. And you don't love your family enough to give them a month. I think, most detox, I think around that 45-day mark seems to be the magic number. And if you could get there, and like this lady, Catherine, who just hung up the phone, we had her a beautiful place to go. And no, I'm her addiction is like, I always say, you're over here trying to get better and your addiction's over there in the corner doing push-ups. It's just like, we'll give you exactly what we're going to give you. This we're going to pay for your flight. We're going to pay for your recovery. We're going to pay for the treatment. We're going to figure out a way for someone to pay for this. Government, Medicaid, Medicare. We will figure this out. And we did. And she still, no, I love the booze more than I do my health. She's in a hospital right now. She had a stroke. And she's 3 days in because she's in the hospital. She's saying she'll never drink again, but I don't see that. If you play that tape completely out, 3 days is not enough to get, just because you've had a health scare, or it could be a heart attack or the flu or a stroke or whatever.
Well,
you need
guy
some
I'm
help.
talking about, if he really wanted to seek help, there's something you can do to help him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. I will. I had a guy, as a matter of fact, there's a guy who texted me, now I can't find his text. He says, I'm alcoholic, but I'm homeless. You tell me what state you're in, I will find a place for you. Myself, James, Carrie, Jeff, we will, the community here, we got Carl, we got Brian Biggerstaff, we will help you. And they're going to go down, I was telling my sponsor about this lady who was yelling at me. He said, I had a young girl just kicking me, and out 30 minutes. So I finally got her in for free at the healing place in Louisville. And that's kind of what people don't say. But yes, I think we can help you. If your friend want to help, I think we could find the right home for him to detox.
I'm in Lexington.
Kentucky.
He's in Cincinnati. He's ex-military.
Oh, that's wonderful. If he's ex-military, the VA offers a lot of great rehab facilities.
Well, he got a dishonorable discharge.
I don't know if that is an issue. I don't know. I don't know enough about it.
He's a multiple times convicted felon.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he can't stay out of trouble. So, I don't know. You think there's any kind of help you could get him?
Yeah, but he has to be to the point where he's ready to help himself. I had my friends tell me for years, man, you gotta get help. You gotta get help. You gotta get help. You gotta do this. You gotta stop. I'm like, oh, yeah, I'm fine. And they finally just stopped asking me about it, or trying to help me. So when he's ready, there's definitely help for him. But it's they got to be ready.
He evidently he says he's burnt his bridges with the VA in Kentucky. I don't know how you really do that, but
Well, we
yeah,
got a
he's
guy.
got
We
such
got
a-
if he had a VA at one point, and that they get it. He may have PTSD or whatever, but I got a friend of the show, Jamie Utley, who's in recovery. He goes to the VA and he's burnt his bridges several times with the VA. Trust me. I think let's first of all find out if he's willing to talk, and we will talk with him and figure out if we could find the right home. Dude, you could be homeless on the street, and there's a facility out there that will take you. I mean, there's
well,
different.
he's in some kind of apartment. I've never seen it in Cincinnati that the VA is paying for, but it's very cheap, like $200 a month or something. But he had to leave Lexington, I guess, because his temper kept making people so mad, I guess, that even the VA wouldn't deal with him.
Yeah. Well, let's talk with him. But I know there's a home for anyone who wants to get help, but they have to want to get help. And some people are fortunate. They may have Catherine had Medicaid, Medicare. We were able to find her a really good facility. We have people who have private insurance. I got Blue Cross. So, okay, we'll find you the Ritz-Carlton of, whatever. They come in all sizes, but we will find the best place for you. And if you're willing if you want help, all you got to do is text a sober cell 502-396-8374, 502-396-8374. And if you just just text me your name. If you want to go live tonight, text me your name. We'll do it. Brother, thank you so much. And
I'll tell you what, I
right,
love all your comedy. I've seen you in concert too.
Oh,
So,
cool. All right. Thank you. Thank you so much. I love, used to do when I did clubs, I used to love the Comedy Off Broadway up there in Lexington. What a great, cool club that is. So.
Yeah, it's nice. Lexington Green.
Yep. All right, buddy. And what was your name again? Jay?
Jay.
Yeah. All right. Talk to your buddy and text us, okay?
All right. See you.
See you, buddy. Tom, how long have you been taking call for us? I need to pick up my daughter right now. We'll be taking calls. We can go a little late if you're needing help. Let's see. I got my kiddos, so it may be interesting, but I am. Well, all right, let's see this. Well, we all got kiddos. Let's call this person here. This is 720.
This is Steve.
Hey, Steve, it's Tom Mabe with Sober Talk. How you doing, brother?
Good, buddy. How are you doing?
I'm good. I like when people call and they got their kiddos in the background. That's a good sound. So, how are you? What's going on with you?
I'm all right, man. Yeah, we talked a little while back about me getting on the show, and I offered any message, but like I said, I always got my kids, so
Yeah.
I didn't want it to be an interruption to your guys' show.
Oh, that's okay. Let me ask you this: how are you? Are you struggling? Are you clean? Are you trying to get clean? What's the deal?
So, in all honesty, I'm not clean.
Okay.
I'm always struggling. I mean, I've been a single father since 2016 to my 4 children, and that's what drives me crazy the most is I don't have family to help me or anything like that, and it's especially with COVID this last year, it's hard to get in and out of AA or Celebrate Recovery, whatever programs they have.
Right. So what's your? Did you go to? So you were with AA, correct? Is that the deal?
Yeah, I've been in and out of AA since 2015.
Did you ever detox? Like, I mean, what's the longest you gone without doing drugs or alcohol in recent memory? How long did you go? Have you gone in, past month? Have you gone?
In the past month?
Yeah, without drinking or
anything. Oh, man, in the past month, not a single day, man. I mean, I'm a daily drinker.
Are you? Okay.
I could finish at least at 750 of vodka by myself in a day every day. And
yeah.
But I'm one of those functioning alcoholics, I suppose is what you want to call it.
Yeah, but eventually you're going to be non-functioning because you cannot drink that kind of alcohol and take care of the little ones that I hear in the background. And eventually you gotta go, okay, do I love the alcohol more than my kids? And until you have a stroke and you're in a wheelchair and only half of your body works, you heard the call, had 2 calls ago, it will happen. So what do you do? What part of the country do you live in?
I am in Boulder, Colorado.
Oh, golly. Dumber than a rock for drinking in Boulder, people. Dumber than a rock for drinking in Boulder with them. That's a joke. That's what I do. That's what I do. I'd make it.
Yeah, I'm not one of them hippies. I'm not a part of smoking all that weed or anything.
Hug a tree. But there's also the Zoom. You could Google Zoom AA, and we can definitely help you out with that. And like, again, anyone needing help or looking to get help, text me 502-396-8374, and we screen these places. We'll do whatever we can, and just ask Catherine Card. We gave her a beautiful facility, and she passed on it, and she had a stroke, and she's in the hospital right now. And she texted me. She said, I should have never passed up on that opportunity. So what do you do for a living again? I'm sorry.
I have actually been unemployed since COVID because I haven't been able to work.
No, I get that. That's kind of going around. That's kind of going around. Have you ever considered finding a treatment facility in Boulder or anything like that?
I actually have. I've actually explored all those options. I've actually been to 2 facilities, but that was before 2015.
Okay.
Like I said, I got my kids. I got full custody of them, and if I was to go into a facility, they have nowhere to go. So, that door
I get
closed.
that. I get that. My mom was a single mom and was an alcoholic, and me and my siblings went to a place called the Home of the Innocents in Kentucky while she went and got help. So there are definitely options out there. Just got to find them. And there's people in my camp who can help you navigate through that, because you're not going to be any use to your kids if you end up dying from drinking that much vodka. So there's workarounds. There's a way to you're playing a game of checkers, and we're going to play a game of chess. We're going to figure out how to navigate through this with those kiddos, and they're young, right? They sound like they're really young.
Yeah, man, my youngest, he just turned 5, and my oldest, he just turned 13.
Okay.
I had them. I got full custody of my kids, and my youngest, he was only 9 months old.
Do you have family members, that you rely on or help you out in the area in Boulder there?
I got family, but we're not a very close family. Every time I ask for help, they offer it, but then you go to actually try and get that help, and they're never there to actually do it. So,
do you think that they're waiting to see if you help yourself before they help, or it's kind of?
Oh, no, it's nothing like that. It's just that's how my immediate family. We've always been pretty distant. So
okay.
Every man for himself kind of deal.
Gotcha. Well, dude. Well, good luck to you. I'm here. Anyone, if you want to talk tonight on Sober Talk, please text me your name and number to 502-396-8374. It's scrolling at the bottom. To be on the show, text your name to the Sober Cell, which is 502-396-8374. And I wish you well. I really wish you well. And I don't know where you are right now. You're looking for help. You're looking to stop. You're looking for you think a Zoom meeting may help you, or do you feel like you need to jumpstart your sobriety with 7 days and a detox or something? What do you think?
I mean, in all honesty, being in and out of AA and and being like going through the facilities and whatnot. I mean, they did help. I mean, they put me on medicine, but I just kind of felt like I was trading out alcohol for a medicine. And it just, it just didn't feel clean to me, I guess is the best way to put it. But I mean, I want to be 100% sober, and I want to watch my kids grow up and be there for all of that. So,
Yeah, well, I will tell you, that's your addiction talking. You're not trading alcohol for a pill. That's what we call in the medical world, in the psychiatric, we call that bullshit. And that's just your addiction telling you. And I'm just gonna be point blank. So the once you realize, that's I don't know, you'll be okay. You'll just get there or whatever. And this is recovery and stuff. All right, so all right, so buddy, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Let me know if I can help.
Hey man, I appreciate what you've been doing, and I appreciate your sobriety, and I appreciate what you're doing as well, man. That's awesome. You're an inspiration.
Thank you, buddy. I appreciate you. So, all right.
Bye.
See you, buddy. Wow, that's tough. That's tough. So I'm not a big fan of people giving out their name and number on the page here. I know nothing about you. I don't know anything about who you are, what you are, and I don't want anything bad. Not that it's bad, but please don't promote if you want to promote your business or whatever, do it on your own Facebook Live stuff. We are going to delete those comments now, because I just don't, I can't, I know nothing about what you're talking about, and I don't want people calling you thinking they need to get help. There's a Janelle, hey, from the UK. Hi, Janelle. Linda Thorpe, hi, Tom. That was hilarious. Cats rule, yeah. Not everyone that drinks is wasting their lives. Some people can drink responsibly. Rodney Blanc, I wish I was that guy, buddy. Yeah, if you're one of those good, that's great. There's hey, Tom from Malaysia. Hi, Mando, how are you? There's a thank you, Tom, for bringing me into reality, my man. That's Barry Perkins. Barry, if anyone wants to talk, text me 502-396-8374, 502-396-8374. And let's see, there's Brian Simmons. Hey, is that Brian Scott? How you doing, Brian? Hey, buddy. I love not drinking. Boy, me too. That's Dickie. Jarrett West. We got a good crowd tonight. And by the time this is real quick, Our sponsor is called Hemp Wellness Farm. No, I sell the product of Kentucky's Best Hemp. Kentucky's Best Hemp is our sponsor. I sell their product. But they have a website, and check out this. It's kysbesthemp.com. That is kysbesthemp.com. And upon checkout, if you do take CBD, please show these guys some love, because they do help us pay for Jeff's gas, our equipment here, and for Carrie doing the technical stuff. Use a promo code TOM30 upon checkout and get 30% off your deal. And here's the website.
kysbesthemp.com. kysbesthemp.com.
kysbesthemp.com. Let's see here. Let's see if we can go. I need to change tonight. Let's call this person. They said they need to change tonight. Let's get them on the line here and see what they need to be changing. 931.
Hello.
Hey, buddy, it's Tom Mabe with Sober Talk. How you doing, brother?
Pretty good, man. How are you?
I'm good. This life, I'm wanting to get home, but they're having an ice storm where I'm from, up in Kentucky, and I'm stuck down here on Hilton Head Island. But I just miss my wife, my son, and my dog. So what's going on? You said you need to make a change tonight. Tell me what's happening.
I'm stuck in this
this shitty kind of perpetual cycle, man. I just keep getting in and out and wasting life, wasting money, wasting time, and
Yeah, buddy. Yeah, brother. They call it the vicious cycle. You do something like this. Sometimes okay, I got to stop. I got to stop. Something bad will happen. You'll get arrested. And you go, okay, I'm not going to drink ever again. It's like Catherine Card right now. She had a stroke. And so you're not drinking, and then exhale happens, and something bad happens in your world that you don't have the skills, the coping skills to deal with. So you're like, screw this. I'm going to have a beer. So you start drinking a beer, and then you drink a pint of this and a pint of that. And next thing you know, it's all hell breaks loose, and you come through and you wreck the house, and then you get arrested or whatever it may be. You hit your rock bottom. But that rock bottom seems to often have a trap door that you'll fall through. And it's not until you get help from some people who know what they're talking about that you can finally get the tools in your back pocket. So when something bad happens, because right now you drink to deal with problems, and it appears to be that the drinking becomes a bigger problem than the problem you were trying to deal with. At least that's what happened to me. And I finally said, hey, I'm 53 years old. This is BS. I can't continue to do this. And I got to get some help. And I went and talked to a bunch of people who knew what they were talking about. And I'm a little over 6 months in. And I tell you what, a few things have happened to me in the past couple months that a year ago, I would have been off the rails drunk, doing stupid things. So I understand when you say the vicious cycle, that's what we all do. And then we all hope that we all dream and fantasize that we could drink normally, that we can pace ourselves, we can drink moderation. But if you're like me and you have that disease, or you have the allergy, or you just don't know when to stop, then you got to get some serious help.
yeah, man, I'm just trying to stop.
So
That's all I'm trying to do.
Tell me about your personal life. Married, you work, your army, military. Tell me about that.
I'm recently divorced. I work at a factory.
Okay.
I live in Elkton, Kentucky.
Oh, okay, yeah. I'm familiar with that area.
Yeah, I just moved here not too long ago. It's just difficult. It's so monotonous, the routine of work or whatever. I feel like as soon as I'm about an hour away from getting off work, that I'm already thinking about how I'm just going to cope with the rest of the night. It's almost like I fear boredom. Like, I feel like when people talk about different things, I never hear them talk about boredom. And boredom feels like such a high-paced energy for me.
No, boredom is a number one, is top 3 causes of drinking in my world, at least. So, Carrie, can you get rid of 835? Get rid of that comment, please. But yeah, you have to realize that. Now, when you go home, do you have bowling night, or do you have kids? What do you?
Yeah.
Tell me about your night when you get off work.
I have kids. I have a really booked schedule. I get up about 2.5 hours before my work shift to make sure the kids are ready, get them dressed up, get them to the babysitter, get them ready for school. And then when I get off work, I meet them at the school bus stop, bring them to their mom's house. It's about a 14-hour day altogether. And by the end of that, I don't know where I squeeze in my outlets in life. I don't know how to do it.
Are you by yourself? You have a wife that helps, or you have full custody, you said?
No, it's split 50-50. We got divorced last year, so I'm a single dad.
Yeah, I will tell you this. Life, you said it earlier when we got on the phone. You're just tired of it. And I mean, life begins when you stop drinking. I promise you. It really is like, why in the hell did I don't know how old you are, if you remember David Cassidy from the Partridge Family. Raging drunk, had a god awful childhood, child star. And when he died, I mean, he told everyone he had Alzheimer's, but he wasn't, because he was just drunk. When he died, his last words, he looked at his daughter and he goes, "So much wasted time, just so much wasted time."
Yeah.
I promise you, there's a place you can go for a month or so to buy you, 20, 30 years of happiness. And all you have to do is believe in that. And, your job at a factory, there's laws. You don't need to go to HR. They don't even know why you left. I got to take care of something. Maybe it's your ex-wife, whatever it may be. They don't know. But there's ways around it until you just go, enough is enough. I need help. I can't do this any longer. But you're just going to keep on pissing in the wind, and months are going to go by, years are going to go by, and you're going to drink your kid's life. So what, you're going to be not there. You're going to be passed out in a recliner. You're not going to be in the present. You're not going to be playing games or building models or showing your son how to shoot a gun. You're just going to be, and look, hey, you're divorced. You got 50-50, custody of the kids. That's a hard life. In Elkin, Kentucky, that's is it Elgin or Elkin? Is it called Elkin? Elton. So that's you have to really, really just say enough, and you let me know when you're ready to take that step, and I will, people want to work with people they know and trust. And you're watching this show because you're familiar with me or something, or someone you trust gave you the link or something. We will, we place people all around the country, and we find out, a lot of people, they don't have insurance. There's a guy last night homeless, and there's places who will take homeless, drug addicts and alcoholics. So, you sound like you're a very functioning alcoholic, but the first step, you admitted that you're powerless over alcohol and your life has become unmanageable. Your life hasn't become completely unmanageable yet, but it will. You will have a stroke or something, and you're not going to be able to take care of your kids, and you're not going to be able to, buy them clothes and stuff for school when it's your turn to buy. So if you're ready to, to end this madness, let me know, man. I will point you in the right direction. So and I get it. I was crying. I when I did it, I knew it. I gotta do something. And I did it. So July 18th, July freaking 18th. And now I'm talking to, last night, I think Monday show had about 16,000 people in it watching it. And it's part of my therapy. It's part of, and never take advice from me, dude. Cause what was your name again? Your first name? Danny?
Yeah.
Danny. All right. So Danny, I'm just so you know, I don't have 20 years of sobriety under my belt. I'm some dude who's using his I got 4 million followers all across the board, and I'm using you guys to hold me accountable. So I'm a little selfish here, but I have made a lot of connections and a lot of friends who've helped me out, and we're just helping the whole group. So
this is what helps me. What helps me is just that, like, I've followed you. I've seen your stuff for a long time. I still see the real human side of the problem that is addiction, period.
Yeah.
So it is helpful to hear about that. The biggest thing for me, I had quit for about 4 months. I heard somebody make an analogy talking about when they quit alcohol, it was like being out of the woods, and when they were drinking, it was like being in the woods.
Yeah.
And I didn't know what that meant till I had quit drinking, because it was kind of one of those hindsight things. Like, it is really it feels like it's good when you're drinking, but when you're not drinking, you realize how much your compass starts to get polarized, your map starts to get cleared out.
Yeah, buddy.
you know everything that's going on.
Well, Danny, you said earlier you got an hour left in work, and you're trying to figure out, do I have beer in the fridge? Am I going to get a 12-pack, 18-pack? I'm going to get a fifth or something. You're already thinking about your drink, and once you get that out of your system, where it's completely out of your system, and then once you figure out, okay, let's don't get bored, let's don't get hungry, let's don't get lonely, let's don't get irritable, let's don't get discontent, let's don't get restless. And you'll have the tools to not do that. Kids, pack up. We're gonna go shooting. We're going Walmart. We're going window shopping. Let's go. You will have things, but right now everything revolves around drinking. Your whole life after work is drinking, and you're kind of you're not giving your kids the dad they need. I wasted so many years. My kids are 21 and 17, and the best I can do now is teach them that, hey, if you guys think that you may have a problem like your old dad did, don't wait, until you're 53. Do it now, so.
Right.
But, yeah, well, I called you from my phone number. If you see it ring later, that's me. Okay.
All right.
You want to talk more, or are you good? You want to talk like off the air later, or are you good?
I'll free you up. I was on your live feed, man. I'll free you up. I know. It's got to be taxing for your attention. There's a lot of other people in need too.
No. But some of them aren't ready. You sound like you may be kind of ready. I just wanted to see.
I know this may sound stupid. I don't know, but I got a lot of stupid hobbies and stuff on the side.
Yeah.
And if it's not relatable to some people, maybe it's relatable to other people, but I occasionally jump on a game on my Xbox.
Yeah.
And something kicked off. I was drinking a beer and I was playing the game, and I invested hundreds of hours in this game. And hundreds of hours over months. It wasn't just a stint of like a couple weeks or whatever, but I just deleted my profile, didn't think twice about it. I'm like, I'm done with this shit. I know this is helping to contribute to my perpetual downward spiral of different things. And I'm going to kind of try to work with the momentum of that.
Okay.
To quit. So even though this may sound like,
you're negotiating with yourself. You're negotiating. That's your addiction, trying to figure out a way not to do it right. But hey,
yeah.
Look, you got my number. You got my number, brother. If you get struggling too much, and this, I tried there's books I bought from Amazon, how to quit drinking, how to drink moderately, how to do this, it's when you're ready, you'll know.
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right, I'm gonna call you off air.
All right, Tom. You take it easy, man.
Thanks, Danny. We'll see you, brother. Appreciate you.
Yeah.
So, all right. So let's see. My name is Carrie, and I have a question as to how you have become sober in your profession, especially. I don't consider myself a drunk, but I am definitely an alcoholic. Okay, hold on. You don't consider yourself a drunk? Definitely. Yeah, well, that's in my profession. So Carrie, can I call you? You have a question. Can I call you? If you see 502, that's Tom Mabe calling you. That's a great thing. That's especially hard being in my profession. Even more reason to stop.
Hello.
Hey, Carrie, it's Tom Mabe with Sober Talk. I saw your question. Can you talk, or you want me to just answer via text later?
No, absolutely, I can talk.
So tell me about yourself. So you said you're not a drunk, but you're an alcoholic.
Well, I've been trying to get a hold of you, but, all your lives have been a little quirky lately with your technology and stuff.
I know, right? Carrie, it's all Carrie's fault. Everything is Carrie's fault. Not the other Carrie,
Okay.
my assistant Carrie.
Right. Yeah, I watched that one. I was like, oh my.
Hey, did you see?
Her
By
name
the way, but did you see did you see Brian Biggerstaff's shirt? Again, this may be
No.
it's a custom shirt we made for him. He went to Louisville, Cincinnati, then Hilton Head to be in our show, and we got him this shirt. I'm afraid it may be too big on him, but Brian, it is 100% cotton. It will shrink. So you texted me. How did I quit drinking in my profession?
Yes.
Well, years and years and years. First in my profession, I started out with a CD called Revenge on the Telemarketers. And then I went to television and recently just finished a movie that's on Netflix called Natural Born Pranksters. Between the movie and the TV show, I guess that I had to start doing stand-up. So I was doing stand-up before the TV show, but after the CD. And I needed false encouragement. And, I needed false, just confidence. So I would drink. And I knew I
Right.
had a problem with drinking before, but I had always kind of controlled it. I knew that I just can't drink. And sometimes I would drink. But it really kicked in because I was somewhat popular prior to stand up and everybody was sending me shots and this and that. And it got to the point to where like I didn't come home a couple nights and I wasn't doing anything questionable. I just didn't come out, crashed at a buddy's house, a musician's house or something. And I quit many a times. I quit for 3 months, one time, 6 months. I went a year. That was a good run. And a lot of good stand-up gigs when you're sober. Because if you suck, it's not because you were drunk. You just never got the crowd. And then I started drinking again. And then the last time I quit for 2 years because I had a lot of stuff going on in my career. I quit for 2 years, but I was what they call, Carrie, I was dry drunk. And I never got happy. Like I said, being alcohol free is one thing, but being alcohol free and happy is another thing. So I would quit drinking until something came along that I couldn't cope with, and then I would fall off the wagon. Maybe I always said,
Right.
but just and so now I'm doing it differently. I'm doing AA. I'm working the steps. I got a lot of sober, mentors. Gary Allen. I got my Gary Adams. I got my rock star of a sponsor now, James Sweezy, and he's helping me out finally understanding the steps and what it takes. I went to the doctor. I got some help from some people who knew what they were talking about. I got a therapist that I see talk on the phone to once a week. And yeah, and hopefully it will stick. I'm a little over 6 months now and we shall see. But that's
Right.
in my career. It's really happy. But I tell you what, I just did a week at a comedy club in Louisville called the Caravan Comedy Club, and I kicked ass every single show, stone cold sober. And
That's awesome.
And the high that I got from just the rush of feeling the audience was better than any.
And being sober while doing it.
Oh
amazing.
God, it's so great.
Yeah.
It's such a great high. Yeah.
I can function like I guess that I am a functioning alcoholic because I go to work every day. I get up at 4:30 a.m. I am at my job, but I come home and I just want to drink, and it's really strange because my husband, now that I have married, I was in a very, very abusive relationship for 12 and a half years.
Okay, that will cause you to drink. That's the abusive. That's a trauma in the band. Did you drink prior to that?
Oh, we were absolute drunk in my last marriage. Absolute drunk.
Okay.
I mean, we just drank, and it was abusive. It was throw down, punching, fighting, strangling. It was horrible. And I had a child out of that marriage, which, that kind of woke me to what the heck am I doing in my life? Well, then I've always just liked to drink for fun, it's so much fun. And then I met my now husband that
Okay.
I've been with for 7 years. And he was never a drinker because he had to babysit his ex-wife because she was a bartender and he would always have to go get her no matter where she was at. So he couldn't enjoy a drink ever. Like, I can't drink because, oh my gosh, I have to go rescue my drunk wife. So we met, long story short, because it's a long story, but everybody knew each other, which was weird that we never knew each other, but we all grew up in the same, like, we're in the same area.
Yeah.
I knew his ex-wife. She was my friend. Weird. And I never knew she had a problem like that. I just knew she was really fun and beautiful. And then I met him. And now he is like, I don't have to go rescue you. I don't have to go drag you out of a bar because you're drunk. So I come home from work and we drink together.
How much are you drinking?
Yeah.
First of all, how old of a lady are you? No one knows who you are, so don't worry about it. Be honest. How old are you?
Oh, it's fine.
Yeah.
I'm 43.
Okay, you're young.
Yes.
And you
And-
will how much what do you drink and how much do you drink?
Well, I'm on this kind of diet thing, so I just drink the seltzer thing, the like Trulies and White Claws.
White Claws, yeah.
That girl.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm that girl. But my downfall is I like do shots of vodka in between.
Oh, every night? Every night?
No, I do not drink every night.
Okay, and be completely honest. How many nights a week do you drink at home?
Well, sometimes it depends. Sometimes it's every other night because, an alcoholic needs a day to recover. Everybody knows that. If you get drunk the night before, you have to have the next day to recover. And then it's like alcohol is, I'm not drinking that. Oh, I feel like crap. So then, I just don't drink the next day. And then sometimes I don't drink for a week.
Yeah.
But when I drink, I don't just drink to drink for the flavor. I drink to get drunk.
Yeah,
And that's
I would have no purpose
horrible.
for two. Yeah, I never had 2 White Claws
Yeah.
or 2 Trulies or 2 Bud Lights.
Right.
No, who in the hell
Right.
wants to have 2? No, I got to drink, 3 or 4 to get the get a buzz going, and then I don't know when to stop.
Yep, I like the buzz. And
Absolutely, and we're trying. We need some kind of mind altering state to make us happy because we don't know how to be happy without it. We're self-medicating to deal with something, and then it becomes such a big habit. And Carl, we have check out Carl Martin in our group. You got to join our private group, and there's people who in AA. There's people like Carl who is a AUD, alcohol use disorder in the brain. There's people who are in rational recovery, and whatever it may be, celebrate recovery. There's whatever works for you. I'm doing AA. That's what's working for me now. And knock on wood, it will continue to work.
So, I mean, I feel like that. I hate groups.
You hate groups?
No, well, like counseling to me, I feel like, so I've had a lot of trauma in my life. I've had 2 brothers that committed suicide. So going to counselor, I feel like is they have more problems than we do. So that's just my thought on it.
Well, I will tell you, if you had 2 brothers who committed suicide,
I did.
Yeah. That's a lot of trauma. That's a lot of trauma.
Yeah.
Until you learn how to let that go and heal from that, you're going to continue to drink. And at 53, you're not going to look the same as you do at 43. And
I look fantastic at 43, but I'm just saying I actually look way younger than 43. But
I look younger than 90. Look, I do. Look at me. I look ever since I quit drinking. I don't look my age at all. But I'm
right. I have grandkids too, and I don't look my age, but I started young.
Well, if you take a picture of your brain, took a picture of your liver, that could be a different story. Have you gone to your doctor and just say, hey, I want to get some blood work and see what my my triglycerides are like or anything like that?
I did have to, only because I broke a rib falling over my bathtub. So they did tell me that my liver enzymes were very high, and I was like, ooh, crap. So I'm also dealing with a little bit of breast issues, but that's fine. And so I think that I'm a little, I don't know, I just drink because I feel it's a stress reliever. If I could smoke marijuana in the state of Indiana, I would do it, because that, you know what I mean? If it was legal, I feel like I would be okay. But marijuana to me is, I get the munchies and I don't want to be fat. It's a chemical dependency and yada yada. But I don't know. Alcoholism is a big thing in my family, and I know that it runs rapid. You know what I mean?
What's the oldest alcoholic in your family?
Well, my grandpa is 89.
Wow.
And he's not an alcoholic.
Okay.
Used to be.
Okay.
Used to be.
I say you don't know a lot of 89-year-old alcoholics. Okay, your father. Okay.
My mother is 67 and a complete alcoholic. And yeah. So it runs in family, rapid. And I know that. Addiction runs in family.
Yes, it does.
I've done research on all of this. It's horrible. My sister doesn't even drink. She's like, if she goes out on the town, if she goes to Florida for vacation, she drinks.
Well,
one or two.
All right. Well, let's wrap this up because I'm way over time here. So, no. I want to. What's the end game when you play this tape out? Where do you cool with drinking? You just want to? Are you admit it? You're an alcoholic. What do you want to do? What's the end result?
My end game is I'm ready to quit drinking. I'm ready to quit drinking, and I'm ready to quit smoking cigarettes.
Okay.
I mean,
okay.
Yeah.
Well, are you ready? Like you want to go take a pill, or you want to go watch a video, or read a book and quit, or how are you doing this? How are you going to accomplish that? How far will you take to quit drinking? You're saying you're a hot 43-year-old. Can you imagine how hot you would be if you weren't a grandma, if you weren't, putting that much poison in your body a week and smoking those cigarettes?
Well, honey, I didn't say I was hot. I just said I don't look my age.
Well, I'm sorry. No. Well, young. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to put words in your mouth. But
it's fine. No, I'm ready to take whatever challenge it is. But I feel like, where I'm at, we don't have like that many resources for like AA or.
There's Zoom groups. You could Google Zoom AA. And there's at the top of every hour. I like this. Catherine just said. So let me tell you the story. I don't know if you heard this. Excuses are bad and real. She sounds like she doesn't want to stop. This is Catherine. We got Catherine into a facility, a beautiful facility. She had we figured out her government aid that she had, where we could put her, and we got her placed in a place. She said, nah, I can't do it. I don't want to do it. And Catherine told me earlier on the phone, she was making excuses. There's a COVID. I don't have money for a flight, this and that. Well, no, COVID's not bad where we're sending you. They do COVID tests, they quarantine you. We have found a company that they're like a charity company that they'll pay for your flight with everything. And she texted me yesterday, said, I wish I would have taken you guys up on that, because she had a stroke and she's in the hospital right now. So it will, and she's younger than you are. So if you're ready,
I'm ready.
Do what now?
I'm ready for that. I told my husband, I said, you know what, just go put me in a rehab facility, but I want to be somewhere warm. And he looked at me and he was like, really? And I said, I'm being serious. I want to go. I want my mental health to be like
It's amazing.
better.
The mental. Look, I tell you what. Right now, the rehab drinking is just a symptom of your brain. It's a symptom of the restless, irritable discontent. It has nothing to do with you have to change your brain. I was a dry drunk for 2 years. If you are serious, let me see. And what was your first name again? Carrie. And you're 574. All right. I'm going to call you. I gotta hang up. I gotta get my daughter something to eat here. But
Okay.
but this is great. This is great, guys. We have a lot of people who are family. We're trying to humanize treatments. We're trying to facilities and AA. It sucks that we're wired this way. It really sucks that we're wired this way. But we are. But we are wired this way, Carrie. And I had some great times drinking. My wife and I used to go out and party and drink, and it was so fun. But unfortunately, I can't do that anymore. But I still have a good
I
time.
know. There comes a point in time in your life where you're like, oh my gosh, you know what? This is reality. Like tomorrow I go find out whether I have cancer or not. So I'm like freaking out.
Oh, tomorrow, are you, is that a metaphor? Or do you really, you had some breast issue, you said. Okay.
Yeah. So
Did you see the phone number? Did you see the phone number that popped up on your phone when I called?
Yeah.
That's my personal cell phone. Save it as Tom Mabe, M-A-B-E, Tom Mabe.
Okay.
And
oh my gosh.
So save it. What time is your doctor's appointment tomorrow?
At 2:30 tomorrow evening. I'm in Indiana, so I don't know what time.
Well, I'm in what part of, I live in Louisville, but I also live on the beach in Hilton Head. So I'm down in here because of y'all's bad weather up north here. So I'm down here.
It's 9/11. It's 9/11 here.
What do you mean 9/11? It's
9/11.
Oh yeah. Oh, the time. The time. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I was thinking, what? We got another World Trade thing. What's going on? So yeah, it's that's the same time as here. We're on Eastern time, just like you. So all right. Well, I've had a day. Carrie, I can't wait to speak with you. I'm going to save your number. And Danny, I'm going to save your number. I want to talk with you as well. I had a bad experience the other night. I talked to a guy for an hour and a half, and then a lady for like 2 hours. And the next day, the lady says, she text me again, and I'm taking legal action. I'm like, you're the one that burned my email up. I'm just trying to help. So I don't get brownie points. All right. Barry Perkins loves me. I love you too, brother. You're the real deal. Guys, Carrie, I'll talk to you soon. And real quick, Carrie, or anybody out there, if you take CBD oil, we have a sponsor. They sponsor our show, and they're called Kentucky's Best Hemp. And they have a website. In my previous career, Carrie, I wrote jingles. That's what I did for a living, music for TV shows and even movies and everything else like that. And this is a jingle I wrote. Larry Hall produced it for me because I'm down here. It's KYSBestHemp.com, KYSBestHemp.com. Use promo code TOM30 upon checkout and save 30%. Here's the jingle. KYSBestHemp.com. KYSBestHemp.com. Guys, I love you. Thanks for watching Sober Talk tonight. I can still get text. People are trying to call the sober cell. I cannot take calls on the sober cell. Text me. I'll call you from another line. It's 502-396-8374. 502-396-8374. That is the sober cell. I will call you back, and we'll rock it out and have a good time. Love you guys. Thank you. And there's Jeff Cram's back. Hey, dude.
I'm still a cat.
You're still, Carrie, you're still a cat.
Help.
Carrie, how do I end this? Is it up on the top? What's going on here?